It's finally over. My very own Miamafv has concluded. It's been one crazy month. One of my videos reached like 1,000 views, I gained like 50 new subscribers, I got acknowledgement from Best Guy Ever himself. Holy shit, a lot of great stuff happened. On a more personal level, I also finally feel like I have something to work hard for in my life. I'm about to turn 21, and up until this point, it's been a disaster trying to figure out what the hell I want out of my adult self. I moved to LA to try to study music, and I ended up giving up on that. Started this YouTube channel, which I inevitably gave up on, and when that happened, I moved back home, and I gave up on knowing what my career will entail at all. At one point, I even planned on going back to school to study Japanese so I could spend a few years abroad. But all of that changed once I saw Best Guy Ever's Miamafv. As I've explained before, I knew immediately that this is what I needed to do. It's not that I wasn't cut out to be a musician, or a YouTuber, or a world traveler. I just never truly tried. I never put my all into something, at the sacrifice of friends, family, and my own sanity at times. But now, that has all changed. Even if I have to keep working a shitty job pouring soup for old people all day, if I'm able to keep making videos like this, or especially this, then I know that I can be content with who I am. And don't get me wrong, this month was not without its struggles. Beyond the simple time management issues of having a job and 3 dogs to take care of, everything was mostly okay up until the end of this challenge. A couple of days ago, you may have noticed that I decided to skip a day since my mother had collapsed earlier that evening. That was definitely one of the more no thanks out of 10 moments of my life. She's fine now, and nothing too serious became of the whole situation, but it was certainly nerve-wracking. And just today, I had a good friend of mine decide that she didn't really want to continue being friends. Mostly due to me not giving her enough attention since I was so busy doing this. At least I think that's why. She wasn't exactly clear. I guess that's not really a sign of a good friend, huh? Her name is Brooke, and she was in this video here. I was seriously planning on having her in more projects in the future since I enjoyed making that one so much, but I guess not. However, out of respect, I decided to unlist the video. But you can still view it out of curiosity, of course, wink wink, from the link in the description. Spam Baka in the comments to give her opinion on, 3D girl bullshit. Let's talk about the videos themselves for a second. Although I mentioned before that I'm pretty proud of a lot of the stuff I created this month, there were certainly a few projects that didn't come out as well as I'd hoped. In particular, I wasn't a huge fan of Objective Opinions Are Dumb and PC Gaming Sucks, but it's also amazing. Mostly due to them clearly being the result of a lack of effort on my part. They're just boring videos that don't need to exist. The ideas I state in them are fine, but I think they would fit better in another larger video on a greater theme or something. And the anime review vlog things got a touch out of hand. The initial idea was wonderful, having released 5 videos in a single day, but my progressive reliance on this easy format was definitely a bit much. They're just not good enough for my standards. Now, there were some interesting surprises to come out of the lazy project ideas, as well. Videos like What Makes Rhythm Games Fun and the Blue Reflection livestream are amongst the best pieces of content to come out of my channel so far, and I think they'd be even better if I combine the concepts. Basically, I definitely plan on having more live streams focused on topics I have stuck rattling in my head in the future. And that's perhaps the most important thing of all to come out of this whole Miamafv thing. I have so many ideas, pages and pages of Google Docs filled with concepts I'd love to explore. The problem is that most of these ideas would take much longer than one day to completely develop into meaningful content. But wait, Miamafv is over! I have all the time in the world to do all this shit now! But maybe not immediately. I'd like to take just a day or two off to recharge my batteries and regain my sleep schedule. After that, expect something as good, if not better, than the Spyro analysis, which is my current favorite video, by the way, as often as once per week. And once I get into the rhythm of doing that, I'd like to throw in some live streams and vlogs, and perhaps even a podcast with a fellow YouTuber, hint hint, wink wink, in between the deeper videos, just so I still get to produce fun bullshit every once in a while. Exciting times. But it's going to be difficult to continue doing this without some help from my wonderful audience I've accrued this past month. I need to quit my shitty food job as fast as possible. In order to do that, the Patreon page from the link in the description needs to reach $300 every month. I'd definitely be living paycheck to paycheck, but at that point I'd likely be able to go back to the daily content you've come to love so much from me, only with much higher production values. I know you guys are probably sick of me saying this, but please consider chipping in $1 or $2. And if you can't do that, then you could perhaps help on an even deeper level by sharing my content with creators and viewers who you think would enjoy it enough to donate themselves, or even better, share it to even more people who might be willing to do the same thing you just did. This month served as my proving grounds to show that I can be the YouTube boy I always wanted to be. I hope you see it the same way. Oh, and Flugmorph, thank you, man. You have no idea how much of a difference seeing even a single patron on that page makes. Even if years go by and I'm the greatest YouTube man the world has ever seen with 2 million patrons all donating $10,000 each month, I'll never forget the feeling of getting $3 from a generous fan who just felt like chipping in a little bit. It's the little things like that that kept me going this month. Or the first comment I received on the Miamafv series from Sinful Sacristan. I can't pronounce that word. I've tried so many times. I've tried so many fucking times. I'm sorry, man. Or the flood of new commenters that pushed me up when I was at my lowest. This month will likely be the most important of my entire life due to people like all of you. So, now that that sappy bullshit is out of the way, what's up next for the mighty Naoto? A review of the critically acclaimed Boku no Pico? A rant for the universally panned Kimi no Nawa? Or maybe